So here we have the 2019 Two Shepherds Old Vine Carignan. Carignan is a varietal originally from the Rhone region in France, and it's a varietal that's a little obscure, and I think everyone loves it if they just don't know it yet. It's really a crowd pleaser. It doesn't have super high tannins, so it doesn't scare off a lot of novice wine drinkers, but it's really complex and tends to be really balanced and have a lot of different facets to it, so wine lovers really like it too. This is from a really interesting site in Mendocino County, which is in Northern California. Really old school. This is the vineyard's 75 years old. The vines are head trained, which means they aren't trained on a trellis like you see on most modern most modern vineyards. The vineyard is dry farmed, which means it's farmed without irrigation, which tends to add an additional layer of concentration to grapes that come from a dry farm vineyard. This vineyard is also certified organic. This is just a wonderful, like I said, crowd pleaser of a wine that is great for wine geeks as well as wine novices too.
And this is also unfined and filtered. The winemaker, William Allen, really embraces these uncommon varieties, really small lots, micro lots, organic, and very little manipulation or added sulfites. He really sees himself as a guide toward the expression of what that year's fruit brought, the variety itself and the place it was grown. I got to visit William at his Sonoma area home and met their farm animals, the most famous being Luna the donkey, who he named a canned wine after, Bucking Luna. It's a wonderful place filled with goats and chickens and dogs, and they really have embraced that farming, family, organic lifestyle.
The skill that's displayed in this wine is really evident. This is already just an easy drinking varietal to work with, and this wine is so precise and complex that you can really tell the care and skill that the folks at Two Shepherds did when making this wine. It's really well balanced. The tannins are firm but super smooth, and you can really taste every little facet of this wine, from the earthy savoriness, the bright red raspberry fruit, the core of minerality, the nice bright acidity. This is just, every time I keep going back to this wine, I taste and I smell something different.
A little savory too.
Very savory. This is kind of funny. It's for a wine that's definitely lighter bodied, and it might be the lightest bodied wine in the allocation. This has so much in it and so much going on. I think the dry farming of the grapes that went into this really helped just pack this wine with so much flavor and so much dimension.
Agreed. And we've paired it with pomegranate meatballs. I mean, yum. I mean, I think the Carignan goes really well with just the red meat, and then the fruit pairs very well with the pomegranate. You're kind of matching flavors here.
Completely agree. I think this is a really great example of matching as opposed to complementary food pairing, with the red fruit nature of both the pomegranate and this varietal, and the savory earthiness that you get in the wine going with the red meat flavors of the meatballs.
Yeah, and I think if you are not sure about organic wine, or quote unquote, what's probably more of a marketing term, natural wine, this is a great example of what minimal intervention can do. So cheers, everyone.
Cheers.